welcome to my channel. Today I want to give you my top 7 dog training tips so that training your dog can be easier and more enjoyable for both you and your dog. So my first tip is to find a reward that your dog really likes. And that can be different for every dog. Every dog is different, and find what your dog is really motivated by. So that could be a favorite treat, a favorite type of food, maybe peanut butter or cream cheese, or even a toy or a quick little game of tug or a belly rub or a scratch in a certain spot. So find what motivates your dog the most. Every dog is different. And then reward the success, reward what you like, reward what you want to see, and ignore everything else. Reward success and ignore the rest. And my second tip is to exercise your dog before training. Some dogs, especially puppies and younger dogs, have a lot of energy and a lot of built up energy that they can get out by exercise so they can focus better during training. So take your dog for a walk or play fetch with your dog before a training session. Tip number 3. My third tip is to keep training short. Have a lot of breaks and pause often during training just so your dog can relax and then return to training in a little bit. Keep training sessions short. My next tip is to train in different locations. So don't always just train in your living room or your backyard. Go out to the park. Dogs will learn how to do certain behaviors differently in different situations with different distractions. So your dog may be really great at sitting and coming and listening inside or in your backyard, but when you go out to a park, your dog kind of seems to forget to know everything. When you train in different locations, your dog becomes well-rounded and can understand what to do in different locations at unexpected times with different distractions. Which brings me to my next tip, which is to slowly incorporate distractions. So start with no distractions at all, and then once your dog has mastered doing whatever you're trying to teach them with no distractions, slowly bring in distractions. So this will help in an emergency situation or a situation where you have no control over what's happening. Your dog will always listen to you. My next tip is to remember to not become frustrated. If you are frustrated, your dog is frustrated as well. If you're happy and enjoying the training process, so is your dog. You want your dog to be happy. You want to be happy. If you become frustrated or angry or just feeling overwhelmed or not wanting to train, not feeling like it, then don't do it, because your dog won't learn when you aren't feeling your best and enjoying training your dog. It's a bonding experience, and it really should be something fun for you and your dog. So my last tip is to always end training on a high note. End training when your dog is feeling good, feeling confident, when you are feeling good. If you go past that point, you've been training for too long and you're at the point of frustration. But always end when your dog, maybe after 10 tries, they haven't done what you've asked, and then they finally do it. End there. So you end on a high note. So those are my 7 tips, and just for a bonus tip, I would recommend the very first thing to train your dog is a command like look at me, or even just looking at you when you say their name. So you could use the words look at me, and when your dog looks you in the eye, then you reward them. Or when you say your dog's name and your dog looks at you, that's the very first thing that I would start training my dog or my puppy, because you can build on that with all other training things that you want to do with your dog. I hope these tips were helpful and you have a really fun time training your dog. And if you have any questions, leave them below in the comments, and subscribe for similar videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.